Okay, hi, Anson Garcia here. Today we are going to look at Mobile Spark. So this is someone mobile creating an Outlook meeting while we're mobile and then launching that meeting. And I'm talking about a Spark meeting, launching them. We'll see how that works. How easy really is it? Now I've only done this once, and I did that on purpose because I want to see for myself if it's pretty intuitive. So let me tell you what we got. We got Jack Sparrow is our user. He has an iPhone. It's connected to the internet. He's got Spark Mobile client on it. He also has the Outlook client on it. It's connected to Exchange via the internet using Outlook Anywhere. We have Liz Swan. She's got a Windows desktop PC. She's connected to the enterprise network, so she's internal. She's got a Spark web client up. She also has Outlook, and it's connected directly to Exchange within the enterprise. So the demo is Jack is mobile and needs to schedule a meeting with Liz Swan. So he's going to use his Outlook app to schedule a meeting, and he's going to use the @Spark hybrid location. So let's take a look at what that looks like. All right, let's put that away. Now we have Jack's desktop here. We're not going to use that right now, but we're going to use Lynn Swan, and you can see she has Windows 7 PC, and she's got the Cisco Spark web app up. All right, let's take a look at Jack's iPhone here. Okay, we have Jack's iPhone here. I'll put it off to the right there, and we'll unlock that. Now, Jack needs to make a meeting request, so obviously he's going to go to what's familiar with him, and he's going to go right into his calendar application in Outlook. He's going to go ahead and do a new meeting there. Let's title it Testing Rum. The people, well, we're gonna invite Liz, and that's all we're gonna invite for now. And the date and time look okay to me. Well, location, this is where we're gonna do our Spark hybrid @Spark location here. So we'll do @Spark. We'll say that's done. We'll put a description in here. This is a test meeting using Spark hybrid. Okay, we have our meeting done. That's it. Simple as that, right? We're going to go back. That meeting should pop up. It did. So let's set that aside for just a second. And we don't have it up, but I'm going to go over to Liz's desktop, and I'm going to bring up Exchange first. Let's take a look at Exchange. I know you saw this in the background. I'll get to that in just a second. But I want to go into Exchange, and I want to show you something there first. So we're bringing up her Outlook. Let's allow that to start. Alrighty, as expected, we get a meeting invite in our inbox. We can go right to that, and we're going to hit accept. Now, you can see down below that there's already something in the invite. Alright, so I'm going to bring up that invite. Here it is. And you can see that on the Outlook application on the iPhone, on Jack's iPhone, it was accepted, so that's good. Now, let me put this down here. You can see that just kind of like using productivity tools maybe, some stuff is put into automatically put into our body of the meeting invite, and specifically URL where we can go join the meeting. Okay, so other people or Elizabeth herself can go in here and start the meeting. The one thing that I can say I'm not liking this, or again, I always give you an unbiased opinion on what I did this one time before, and the only thing that I didn't like is if I click on that, it's going to bring up the web client, even though if I have the desktop client up. So I just want to make you aware of that. Wanted to point that out. Okay, let's go ahead and close that. And I know you saw on the web client, you saw something come up here, and we can see a room was created, a one-to-one room. If I go to that room, and then there's a Jack Sparrow test meeting. So this guy indicates that there's a meeting, and it tells me the time and stuff like that. Now, I can't do anything with that. I can click on it. It tells me that, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's say the time of the meeting has come. Jack now is on his iPhone again, and he's responsible for starting the meeting since he set the meeting up. What does he do? Well, usually what we do, if we're familiar with WebEx anyway, we would go to the meeting invite, right? And in the meeting invite, he can see that Elizabeth Swan was accepted there. He sees the @Spark there. If he goes right into his body of the meeting, this right here, this brings up the body of the meeting, he can see that URL is in there as well. So this URL, if he clicks on it, this is what's nice about the iPhone and the APIs available in the iPhone. Let's click on that and let's see what happens. So that's one click. I want to count the clicks. So checking if Spark is installed. So something in the background on this web portal that brought up Spark is checking if Spark is installed. So it is installed. If it wasn't installed, it would ask us to install it. But it is installed, and it's going to cross-launch that application. So I just push OK there. So we're going to push OK right here. That's going to cross-launch my Spark app that's on here. And it's going to bring me into that, at this point, one-to-one room because I only invited one person. If it were multiple people, those other people would be here as well. Pay no attention to this. So this is other tests that I've done similar to this. But now, so I've got I'm two clicks in. Now the third click, or the third touch, if you will, is my little green button over here. That's what's going to start my meeting right up here. Okay, so let me click that, or touch that, or push on that. That's going to bring up the meeting. And I'm going to go ahead and answer that. Okay, you can see that the video came up. That's my hand there. That's the top of my roof. You can see the video came up, and we have two-way video. So on the right-hand side, Jack's iPhone. That's a virtual camera coming from Liz's desktop. So we don't have a real desktop. We have a virtual desktop, and so we have a virtual camera, and that virtual camera is pointing to an image, and that's how we kind of fake out, and that's why you see it looks like one-way video, but it's two-way video. So now that's nice. And now if Liz wants to share the latest presentation with Jack, maybe Jack needs to see the latest presentation. He's just about to get on a plane or something like that. She can bring up that presentation. And
it's 4 o'clock.
She can go right here and share her screen. So pretty simple there. Sure, I want to share the entire screen. And we'll click right on that. Okay, and you can see, if you observe over to the right, we should be able to share our screen here. There it is, and I'll bring up the presentation. And then you see that presentation displayed in the iPhone. So that's it. That's fairly easy, I would say. You know, from Outlook, going inside Outlook, clicking a URL that cross-launched something else. Yeah, there was a click or two in there. As I understand it, Cisco is going to change that in the next client where there's going to be a green button or something like that. And obviously, I could have went right into my Spark client as well and started the meeting if I wanted to. But I'm trying to do things as most people are familiar to them. As I said, usually people go in their meeting invite, go look for the audio conference, they go look for something. And even though this is a Spark user, Jack is a Spark user on his iPhone, he's just doing things that are familiar with him, are familiar to him, and did things kind of the old way, and it still worked. So that's the demo for today. Thanks for watching.